Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course. Phase 2 Purushottam Yoga. Sthapatya. Week 9. Today, in this workshop, we shall be revisiting week 9 lessons and in a way the phase 2, 7th, 8th, 9th weeks. Here in this workshop, when we will begin with the Devanagari alphabet, and Devanagari alphabet will take us to letters, numbers, Sthapatya, which itself will take to space content, full unit body and half unit bodies. As step 2, we will be at Sthapatya, and of Sthapatya, space content, full unit body and half unit bodies. And of this as well, we will be upon synthetic miring rod, a synthetic setup of hypercubes 1 to 6 of 1 space to 6 space bodies. This Sthapatya miring rod will constitute a format for flow of transcendental content from orb of the sun, that is from the origin, that is a 7 space, so flowing as 7 streams. This content flow is to be along a Sthapatya miring rod, and it is being flown for sweeping 6 space domain, that is sun itself. So what is happening within the domain of a sun within 6 space as a Sthapatya miring rod, and flow is of a transcendental content. However, as 4 space is the role of creative dimension of a 6 space, so in fact this whole phenomenon is a phenomenon of a flow from 6 space. It swaps its domain as a Sthapatya miring rod, which is of a creative dimensional domain, that is 4 space, and it is of a transcendental origin, transcendental seal, and as such the transcendental content flows from the eastern cosmic window, enters the creator's space. As a result thereof, there happens an explosion at the origin seat, and the 5 space domain itself splits into a pair of domains as northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, and also as a consequence thereof the 4-space domain as well splits into a pair of 4-space domains. And step ahead, 5-space domain will be splitting into a pair of five-space domains with 6-space origin splitting out. All these features, as we have seen, are to be there. Therefore, for having proper appreciation how it is composed, how the text of chapter 15 is, how the chapter 15 text, which is of 20 shlokas. These text of 20 shlokas is to be translated from letters to numbers, from numbers to sthapatya, sthapatya to space content, full unit and half unit bodies, and then having a chase, how the transcendental content flowing from orb of the sun is formatted along the sthapatya miring rod, and this all happens within a creator's space. In the context of human body, it is happening within heart, hirde, a fourth chakra. The formulation hirde itself, when is translated into numbers and sthapatya, it will take us to 9, 4, 6, 1, 1, and 1. 9, 4, 6, 1, and 1. It makes 21. Let us have a pause here. The Purushottam Yoga, which is of the phases Khyar 12, Akshar 13, Uttam 22. This is going to be the transcendental boundary of 6 space of 12 components. A raised to power 5 is to 12, B raised to power 5. These are 13 geometries of space and 8 is hypercube 6. 49 itself, Purushottam, is transcending the grid C cross 8, 48 double-digit numbers, and first triple-digit number of 7 space is 100, which in 10 place value system is 49, and so it takes us to 51, which is 17, 17, and 17, and 17 we are the northern hemisphere, and also it is Atma, it is Dravya, it is Divya, and that way see that this yoga, when is to be chased, it will amount to a hirde. It also amounts to Surya. Now hirde is 21, but Surya is only 13. But we know the numbers range 1 to 13 gives rise to 21 factors. So point of appreciation is that when we are taking this yoga as Brahmand, then we will be having focus upon Surya. However, when we will be seeing yatha pinde tatha brahmande, when we will be in a pind, that is when we are at purush, that is then our concentration will be upon hirde. Now 21 this value, and this is the translation of Purv, and this way the format of 8 directional frame will work for Bahir Brahmand as well and Antrik Hirde as well. The present exercise in this workshop that way is to concentrate as to how the Hirde, the heart, the fourth cycle of external characteristics 8 as hypercube 4, h raised to power 4 as a4, 8 b cube, a space which is bounded within a solid boundary of 8 components. And when this happens and there is a inflow, this will amount to having transcendental origin, transcendental seal, as is the enlightenment that Lord Brahma, the overlord of a fourth space, when meditates within the cavity of his own heart, then with the grace of the transcendental Lord, Brahma multiplies as 10 Brahmas. It is this happening which is to be taken, having the happening within human heart. So within our heart, when we will be meditating, then our meditation will amount to that Creator, Brahma, is having the grace of the Transcendental Lord and multiplying as 10 Brahmas. That means within the cavity of our heart, within hypercube of 4 format, at the origin, there happens a visphot, a transcendental explosion, and as a result, there happens a creative cavity, and this creative cavity, as it is happening within the heart during meditation is having a transformation. The transformation is that there happens a creative boundary for the transcendental origin. It is this transcendental cavity which means it is protecting what is having the transcendental happening at the seat core, and it amounts to a phenomenon of a transcendental cavity. This transcendental cavity happening within human body would mean that there happens a split for the 5 space domain as northern and southern, and this 19 is man. This 19 is Indri.